charging, man, so he can catch Ruslan slipping.
Yeah, Rodrigo won his last fight with an absolute bomb.
Plenty of power. He's in the black, taking on Abdullaev in the white and red.
Let it go. Pull it out.
And you know, Rodrigo went right back to the gym. So he's ready for this fight.
Even though he's only had 2 weeks' notice.
Oh, yep. He went right back.
Everyone around it is going to be a world champion very soon.
Rodrigo's like the bigger guy. Physically strong.
Good body shot there from Rodrigo.
Nicknamed the Silent Beast is Jino Rodrigo. Lets his hands do the talk. Nice straight right hand from Abdullaev.
Abdullaev would be smart to try to time that overhand right. It's a big shot, but works it.
Yeah, he's telegraphing it.
Yeah, he's putting everything into that overhand right. Rodrigo falling off balance when he misses.
Rodrigo needs to settle down and just kind of step into that jab. Get that jab working first before you start.
The guys fighting and training in the Diaz gym, they all
Outside the ropes, please.
I mean, Ruslan's got a different style than Jino Rodrigo, who's got a different style than Bektemir Melikuziev, who's got a very different style. Even though they've all trained together for many years, they do fight differently.
He's got great reaction time as well. He's been able to get out of the way of those Rodrigo.
While Rodrigo's trying to throw those big shots, Ruslan's just landing shots to the body.
Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
Slowing him down for the later rounds.
Quick. They're looking to move Abdullaev up the rank. In his pro debut, got a second round stoppage over Valenzuela.
European guys, the rankings are very important. Like, none of these guys are going to get victories, which is what we saw Jino Rodrigo do against Daniel Roman, trying to force these mandatories. So this is the strategy. Get these guys into tough fights early on, get them up their shots. Look, it's largely worked. I mean, Gabe screwed up their plans with Beck. We saw Chakram Gita.
And it looks like Rodrigo's trying to do what I did with Beck. He's loading up on that overhand right, but he's telegraphing it.
There it is again, and that takes a lot of energy to swing and miss like Rodrigo has done time and time again.
Using his angles, throwing body shots, staying away from those hard shots. Rodrigo needs to be and just start working that body.
Mark, gotta cut him.
Not quite available to pay all the bills from his boxing abilities. He also works in construction and cement in the sun with his hands.
Yeah, which gets up to 100 degrees, the sun in the Philippines. Yes, over the last year, his family is back in the Philippines. So if you're looking for a source of motivation, it's that. He says a full-time boxer with them.
Yeah, we've got cement mixers here in the United States, but his team said in the Philippines they still do Abdullaev. But Rodrigo, as tough as they come, I mentioned he's never been stopped in his forehand for Abdullaev.
You know, it's interesting because Rodrigo closes the dish up on one big shot, and Ruslan's just way too sharp for that. You're not going to hit him with one shot. You got to throw looking for one big shot, and that's the mistake. He gives Ruslan the opportunity to escape.
Yeah, it feels like if this fight, Ruslan Abdullaev.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
Effort into these rounds. Okay, she said, "Listen, I'm going to force foot for back foot."
Man, I don't see Fundora backing up.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that.
It sounds great. But she believes in herself, and that's what you got to have. You got to have a feuded world title. That's our main event right now. We're in our second fight of the night.
You know, back-to-back, that's 3 hooks now to the body in this round for Abdullaev. I like theirs is a good adapter.
And look, what Ruslan's doing for only a degree is very impressive. You know, he's being smart. He's setting traps, not loading up.
Rodrigo's only landed 4 punches over the first 2 rounds. And now he's getting lit up in the so many swings and misses. And he's putting a lot into those punches. You can see him almost.
You know, he had, and Rodrigo has power, but, you know, a guy like Ruslan telegraphing it. You got to set it up with jabs.
Oh, step in left hook, beautifully done.
You can see Rodrigo ever so slightly dropping that left hand. That's
championships and 2023 World Amateur Championships.
See what Ruslan's doing right. It's coming. If something's coming lower, it's coming up top. Because he's fainting, he's jabbing up top, jabbing to the body.
Yeah, but like, hey, what is going on with boxing? over in Uzbekistan. Like the Olympics every year become the Uzbekistan. And he said, look, it's just about, you know, as guys that are a little bit older than me come up, I want to fight and be like them. It's just, I think it's just a never-ending cycle of young fighters from Uzbekistan. It's going to be a dominant country for many years to come.
In America, we don't pay much attention outside of the Olympics, but over there, whoa, nice right hand lands for Jino. He's been finally landed.
All right, stop. Let him go. Let him go. Hey, one shot back.
The ray of sunshine for Jino.
Time.
Opportunity to counter him. Ruslan's just being tactical, throwing different combinations.
Jino said despite his brief knowledge of this, no problem.
Yeah, he certainly has looked like eyes to continue investing in the body.
Abdullaev. He's distributing it very well. A lot of variety. Jino, on the other hand, barely landing any punch right hand.
Yeah, you can see the discipline, the skill in Abdullaev. This is a guy that started boxing at 8 years. Abdullaev's parents are Kazakh, so Golovkin was someone that he tried to pattern his game after.
Exchanges in the middle of the ring, doesn't he, Gabe?
Yeah, man, you know, it's like Rodrigo just nice slip away, going right to the body. Nice left hook.
Wow, and Abdullaev.
And what I like about Ruslan is, you know, he's keeping these punches nice and sharp and crisp. He's not loaded.
Landed a punch too, but he got the worst of it.
5, 6.
A lot of time left in this round, and I don't think Rodrigo has recovered from that shot.
What a performance for first fighter to ever stop Jino Rodrigo. He's put him down once here in the fourth. Might get...
And these shots are sharp and blinding. Rodrigo doesn't see the
shot from Abdullaev, quickly going back downstairs, trying to make Jino think in the ring.
Fatigue might be starting to seep in as well on Rodrigo. He punches now. Jino just trying seconds to go here.
Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
Smart.
He used to do that. All right, we're in round 5. Let's see how aggressive Ruslan is here. You can see Rodrigo slowing down before our eyes.
Body shots that Abdullaev is landing.
And he's stealing those body shots too because they're so fast.
Stop.
Power punches landed.
Now let him go, Jino.
Yeah, I love how Abdullaev is throwing, landing a lot of shot percentage of landed shots for Rodrigo.
And you would never think this is just the second pro hike in there. Look at him piecing him apart.
No, Chris, it's like you said. Every time he throws a shot, Roland, it's like
Jino, let it go.
Rodrigo can't land a shot.
Go.
Ruslan's odd.
Rodrigo averaging just 3 landed punches a round. That's 1 a minute. Trying, he's been very game, but just skill-wise, he's not there.
And what makes Ruslan so accurate is he goes up and down, up and down. He really doesn't know what's coming because he switches the pattern.
Slow. Angles, footwork, speed, accuracy.
Yeah, it's pretty textbook. Throw a punch, throw a combination, slip, get out, move. It's got to be frustrating.
He's swinging at ghosts, Gabe.
All right, stop. No punch. Hey, let him go. Turn around. Go.
Back. He's always changing it. If the combination's up top, the next combination is going to the body. See? Hook up top, and then he...
Pull your arms out. Pull it out. All right, stop. No punch.
Left hook to the body
Jino, let him go.
Nasty.
Dude. Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
We'll see how good he looks tonight. That's our Jino Rodrigo. Enter round number 6. And from Abdullaev. Jino still just can't find him. Do you have any criticism of Ruslan so far, Gabe? Anything you're seeing?
Man, he's almost perfect. Good angles, body work, combinations. You know, he's really like the whole package.
Yeah, some people might be... Well, yeah, but he's an experienced guy coming off his best win, and this is Abdullaev's. Do not fight someone of this caliber.
All right, stop, no punch.
And Rodrigo mentally, you know what I mean? He's handwork, hard labor work. You know, he comes from that background.
And he's coming, but he just can't seem to find the target. And it is a moving.
All right, stop, no punch, no punch. Jino, let him go. Go. Jino, let him go.
Just every punch count. You know, I would think the accuracy is.
Sure. You right? Go.
Boy, he's still throwing those bombs. But he's missing by a foot. You've got the reaction time that Ruslan does, as you said, Gabe. By the time that big overhand right gets there. Good body shot, though, there from Rodrigo.
And, you know, he got a reaction from Ruslan. Ruslan, you know, nodded his head like, no, I didn't feel that. But, you know, most of the time when
do any cues all fight long, haven't said anything. The fact that you're getting a reaction.
Listen for that.
For Jino, but still the
Joel Diaz hasn't picked up more Uzbeki. A lot of guys training him there. I think he'd have some. Be able to speak broken Uzbeki.
Maybe he does. And the instructions to MJ to translate to Abdullaev, and he said, "Be busier, throw more punches."
finish, man, go for it.
There with a big left hand, and Jino ate it.
The same left hand
Get over there.
that put Rodrigo down the last time.
Both of you.
Hey,
Stay right here.
It is WrestleMania weekend.
Stop the bullshit, all right? Let's go.
At this point, I think Jino boxing has not worked out well for him. As you look at the power shots landed, 74-18.
It's hard to.
No.
Okay.
Oh, man. Ruslan did throw him, man.
Get over there. Dude, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Don't do that shit, all right? Stop, all right?
Chris, one thing they say they do is they wrestle a lot.
They did. One of the members of Abdullaev's team who came up as a rest training camp said this guy's really strong, so maybe he's channeling some of that. But I do think Rodrigo was selling that a little. And there we go.
A flop fest.
Whoa, nice comment.
I think Rodrigo wants out of this fight.
Man, and Ruslan as well, showing how physically strong he is, man, just dominating him.
Got to be careful about a clash of heads. We almost saw one there. The last thing Abdullaev needs is a big cut tap. He wants to get back in the ring as soon as possible and start racking up those wins.
Really impressive, man, is when Ruslan throws the combos, how quickly he reacts to the counters.
Yeah, got there from Jino.
No punch. Let him go. Let him go. Go. Stop. Let go, let go. Go.
Oh, big. I love the fact that Abdullaev trying to get Rodrigo out of there.
His instinct right now is to grab him and throw him on. Jonathan had to deal with that in a more professional way.
No, for sure. And the thing is, too, is you're burning under the guy across the ring. You don't get points for that.
Abdullaev get a stoppage here in round 8. Can Rodrigo somehow land that overhand right that he's... Straight right, then a left hook again. That's the punch that dropped Rodrigo earlier.
Wow, that body
Down. Push him down. Give me your gloves.
That was a knockdown, man. He got hit with a left hook to the liver.
Don't push down. Go. Jino, let him go.
Yeah, that body shot took him, got him out.
Trying to knock this guy out like his career depends on it. You've got to love this aggression. Let's see.
And Ruslan knows that he... Nice combinations.
Trying to hold on is Jino. Throwing it up.
Stop. Hey, Jino, let him keep that head up, all right? Go.
At this point, survive the next minute and a half.
All right, stop. No punch. No punch. Let him go.
Yeah, this is a great education. Wear opponents down with this type of pressure and this type of power. Guys are going to hold him and try to grab on. like better and better at dealing with stuff like that.
For sure. It was like Lomachenko when he fought Salido.
Yeah, exactly. Second pro.
You know, and Lomachenko was later on, you know, he gained experience from it.
Off his head.
Tell you what, Abdullaev looks like he can go 12 rounds, no problem.
All right, break up. Go.
Yeah, he was telling us a story about how when he trains teammates, they run hills. And some of the time, and I think I got this translation correct, he's carrying one of his national team teammates up a hill, and his teammate at different times is carrying.
Gino, you got to show me something here, Gino.
Rodrigo trying to hang on. Abdullaev with a relentless assault with big teeth.
Yeah, this fight's going to go to a decision, but Abdullaev.